Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. I apologize for the lack of videos lately. I've just kind of had a busy weekend, haven't had a chance to sit down and record anything. Plus, I'm also waiting on a pretty big shipment of Mini GT to come in. So, yeah. But while we wait for that, I did get this recently. This is my first CM model that's in my collection. I went for the purple Pagani Imola. And yeah, I'm excited to look at it. The paint on it is really nice. It's almost like a midnight purple, and it also comes with like the extra set of wheels. I have already taken this out and I kind of messed around with it, but yeah, first CM model. I have another one on the way. Now that they're releasing the Koenigseggs and more cool Paganis and stuff like that, I'm definitely gonna get more of this brand. I really like them. Really nice quality. They're on par with like LCD models and Inno 64s. So yeah, it's nice to pick up some really highly detailed stuff every once in a while. But yeah, once again, CM model, Pagani Imola. It is licensed by Pagani right here. And yeah, you have CM model, QR code for their website, I believe, their social media, just your typical stuff. Nice Italian flag in the background of the case, which is pretty cool. And pretty standard acrylic box and base. I believe that this is the same size as a Tarmac Works or an Inno. Yeah, looks to be the same exact size as Tarmac Works or Inno as far as like the packaging goes. So that's kind of cool. It's universal. That means that the protectors that you can buy for Inno and Tarmac will fit these CM models, which is really nice. One thing that drives me nuts about LCD is that they are, well, that wasn't good. I'm just going to leave it. But the bad thing about LCD is that the boxes are weird, and I haven't found any brand that makes protectors for them, which I know a lot of you guys don't care about that, but I like all my stuff to be protected. So, but anyways, here's the extra set of wheels. We'll go ahead and take those out in a minute. And yeah, here's the car. The base has like a really nice kind of like matte finished texture on it. You've got the Imola right there with the Imola racetrack. I believe that's what this car is named after, is the racetrack. I heard one of my friends mention that the other day, so that must be how it is. But the paint on this is really nice. Very nice. It's a color shift, so it goes from like purple to like blue, depending on the lighting, and it is gorgeous. Very nice metallic paint. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this one off the base. The mirrors are kind of fragile on this one, but it doesn't have any like weird antennas or anything, so we'll go ahead and remove it. All right, so one of the things that I know a lot of people are going to care about is this does have a metal base. It's colored in the same body color as the rest of the car, which I'm kind of indifferent on. I don't really care if the base is colored or not. But yeah, metal base makes it feel pretty heavy for what it is. Still a pretty light model just because, you know, it is a supercar. But yeah, really nice feeling. And of course, it does have the changeable wheels, so you can pull these off. This part of like the base on the where the wheel is, this is obviously plastic, but really cool little gimmick with these CM models. I think it is cool that you can change the wheels. Now this one, both sets of wheels are the same. So it's the same exact wheel, but slightly different like stance, if that makes sense. So these wheels that are on it are the stanced ones. It's really hard to tell on this one. Like there's almost no difference at all, except for that this one doesn't roll. Well, it kind of rolls, but not super easy. But yeah, it's kind of stanced, I guess, maybe a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and throw the other wheels on to show you. But yeah, they pop out super easily. It's really nice. Obviously, when you're handling these models, you just have to be careful of like wings and mirrors and that kind of stuff. Just make sure you don't break it. But we'll go ahead and throw these on, and then we'll actually take a closer look at the car. Come in this nice little plastic sleeve. And so if I can if I can actually hold on to it. All right. So there's the front one. And there is the back one. So this is like the normal wheels, and these ones, it actually, the car rolls very smoothly. But between the two, I can't really tell a difference in like the actual stance. Maybe the other ones are a little bit lower, so a little bit less gap between the tire and the like fender. But it's such a small difference that it doesn't really matter on this model. The spokes are exactly the same. The brakes are the same. The tire printing is there on both sets of wheels. So on this one, it doesn't really matter. But I know some of the JDM stuff that CM does, it actually does make it look stance. Like the wheels actually are stance, which is really cool. I think it's awesome that CM does this. But yeah, once again, really nice paint on this one. That's kind of like one of the main things about it that I think is attractive to collectors. But the wheels themselves are really nice, just like a black 7-spoke wheel. You do have some nice like drilled brakes behind there with silver calipers. You have a little bit of badging right there. Some venting right here. More venting down here below the door. Really nice car, the Imola. This is I think this is the first Imola in my collection. There's a few brands that are starting to make the Imolas. I know CM has done it. I think Tarmac Works might be doing it, or maybe they already have. This is obviously going to be way better than anything Tarmac Works makes. But on the front of the car right here, you have some nice meshing in the front where the grille is. Looks like a little bit of like LEDs right there. Not exactly sure. But the headlights do look really nice. They are just painted because the Pagani headlights are just like little dots. But the headlights are really nicely detailed. You have the little orange blinker in the bottom corners. The wings are carbon fiber printed, which is really cool. You don't see that too often on cars, but the whole entire wing, even like the little stand, is carbon fiber. They do put a little reflective sticker in the mirror as well, which is nice. And then you also have more of that carbon fiber printing on the roof of the car as well, and it kind of wraps down to like above the engine bay. And then you have your air intake that comes up as well. A little bit of silver detailing at the very front of it, and then it's got this little wing that kind of goes from the tip all the way back to the wing, kind of like a fin. And the wing itself is really nice, same purple color. It's got some little fins on it. And the interior is actually pretty nicely detailed as well. So you have like a little bit of like color accents right there. You have your gauge clusters on the dash right there. The steering wheel does have some silver color in it. The seats do have harnesses on printed onto them, and they also have like some white or some real light silver coloring where the bolsters are. And so yeah, interior really nice. And yeah, pretty much everything about this is nice. But one of my favorite parts about this car is on the back end right here, all the meshing on the back. So the top and lower parts, it's actually photo etched metal. So there is air in between this mesh. You can't see a whole lot of anything inside the mesh because of how like tight knit it is. The only thing I could make out is like down here, like right about in here and in here, there's a couple like silver pulls that you can see. I don't know if that's just part of like the actual like structure of the car, or if that's just something that I can see that's part of like the casting. But it is nice that you get photo etched metal. I think that's something that these diecast brands should really start aiming for, because it just adds so much to a model. Because I mean, if you buy like a nice 143, of course it'll have some photo etch stuff, unless you buy a cheap one. But it's nice to see it on a $25 164 diecast car. But you have your blue titanium tipped exhaust in the center right there. They look really nice. You have your like auxiliary brake light down here, like your flashing rain light. The taillights look pretty good. They are just painted again, but they look fine. Big rear diffuser back here. And you have your Pagani badge as well, right underneath the exhaust, and then your Imola. And it actually has the outline of the racetrack as well, so that's kind of cool. Like I said, bottom of the car is metal. It's pretty much just like flat plates, as you would expect. But yeah, this car is really impressive. I don't know if you guys are into CM model, but they're becoming one of my favorite brands for supercars and hypercars. I probably won't pick up any of the JDM stuff they do. I know they do some Nissan R35s and some different stuff like that. But like for a Pagani or a McLaren, or I don't know what else they're doing, Koenigsegg, yeah, of course, Koenigsegg, they're going to be one of my go-tos, just like LCD. Of course, we'll obviously collect the stuff that Mini GT does that's centered around that. But as far as like anything else, any other brands that do this kind of stuff. I just think CM LCD, they do it best when it comes to these kind of cars. So they're going to be what I'm buying mainly for that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. It is a really cool car. And yeah, I'd like to get the silver one as well. And I think they did one in blue carbon that I wouldn't mind getting. So yeah, definitely more CM to come. I have another one on the way. Not this casting, McLaren casting, but we'll definitely have to take a look at that as well. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, I apologize for the lack of uploads the past few days. We're going to get back on track. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.